Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi. I had to put on my reaching hat. Hear me out. Hello, another Lori Vallow update. Just won't stop. She was just recently in court. She had the mask on and everything. I bet you she was forced to wear that mask. She probably thought she's invincible. The first thing I want to talk about is this email that recently leaked. This email was sent from Chad to Lori on October 30th, 2018. In the timeline, this is 6 months after Joseph Ryan died and a few months before she would go on that podcast with Chad. So this is when they were still emailing. The email says, first of all, Lori's email, Lori 4 style. Anyway, here are the family history documents you requested. And this is some really weird Dungeons and Dragons, sci-fi, Twilight Zone type stuff. So basically, he's got the current numbers on Earth at this time of each estate level. These totals represent the light spirits and the dark has equal numbers. And then there's estates, and then there's numbers, and then there's like decimals too. And then there's males and females. I guess that's the amount. So as you can see, the lower the number, the more common, except for 5.3, there's like 0, 5.3. Most LDS members are level 2. Most bishops and ward leaders are level 3. Most stake presidents and general authorities are level 4. Most apostles are level 5. A few are level 6. The dark side can only match the light numbers, not exceed them. That is why there are a few 5s on Earth right now. It limits the dark's power. 2s and 3s are fluid and can change sides during Earth life. 4.1 and above have made covenants to their side. They rarely switch sides. This is like a really bad board game where people die. Okay, now you take that rubric of scoring people and he has applied that to Lori's family history. So first you've got the Cox, right? The Cox family. You've got Barry Cox, who's a 3L, 1500s France. So I don't know if that's where their family originates or if they're reincarnated from 1500s. Dude, I don't know. And then Janice Cox, 3L, 1600s England. So I guess those are the parents. And then you've got Stacy's, was 3L on Earth, has graduated to 4.1L. Alex Cox, 2L. Adam Cox, 3L. Laura was 3L on Earth, has graduated to 4.1L. So I guess Stacy and Laura are no longer with us. Then you've got Lori, 4.3L. So let's go back. What's a 4.3L? Oh, so she's not that special. She's a 4.3. So 4.1 and above, according to the rubric, have made covenants to their side. And then you've got Summer Cox Shiflett, 3L. Husband is 2L, but borderline 2D. Okay. First husband, 2L. Second husband, William Lagioia, something, 2D. Son, Colby Ryan, 3L. Kelsey Ryan, 3D. Third husband, Joseph Ryan. Okay, this is who we want to pay attention to because we're going to talk about him. Joseph Ryan, 4.3D. So he's the same as Lori, except Lori is a L and he's a D. And then it says, is now sealed away. Now keep in mind, he's dead at the time of this email. So, is now sealed away. What does that mean? And then you've got Tylee, who is a 4.1. Okay, so she's below Lori and Joseph, her father. And then you've got fourth husband, Charles Vallow. He's a 3L. And he is also 1700s London. So is he reincarnate from that? I have no idea. First wife, 2D. Cole Vallow, 3D, Zach Vallow, 3L, Joshua Vallow, so that's JJ, 4.2L. JJ is 1.1 more than Tylee. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Niece, Melanie Boudreau, she's a 3L. Wow, so she's not even a 4. Let's see, what are the 3s again? Bishops and ward leaders are level 3. So she's below. Okay, interesting. How does she compare to Alex? Alex is the lowest. He's a 2. Doing all the dirty work. Husband Brandon is 3D. That's the one that got shot at, that she divorced. 4 kids, both boys are 3L, older girl 3L, younger girl 4.1L. So he's putting them in categories of light and dark. Hey guys, it's me. I'm editing the video right now, and I just wanted to mention, I forgot to say something. So the D's and the L's are obviously light and dark, but I just wanted to say that I'm noticing that at this time, Tylee was a D. Her father was also a D. Both of them were dark. And then at the time, Joshua, JJ, was light. And so was his father. And I just found it interesting that the kids took after what their fathers were. So, okay, sorry about that. I don't think you could really make sense of this because what they're doing is completely senseless, but I find it very interesting the way that Joseph Ryan is referred to. Also, Joseph Ryan, his death is now coming under suspicion because he died of an apparent heart attack, and the FBI is investigating Lori about the life insurance policy. Joseph Ryan died on April 3rd, 2018 of an apparent heart attack. His body wasn't found for days, and they ended up cremating him, so no autopsy was performed. Lori and Joseph Ryan got married in 2001. And where do you think they got married? Wild guess. Hawaii. At least she's consistent, right? They got divorced in 2004, so they were only married for 3 years. Tylee is the product of that marriage. In 2011, there was a really contentious custody battle that was going on between Joseph Ryan and Lori Vallow. And in that paperwork, Joseph claims that Lori would not let him see his daughter, despite the custody agreement they had, which allowed for him to see his daughter. Now get this. After one of the visits with Tylee, Lori's brother, Alex Cox, remember the same one who killed her husband, Charles Vallow, he attacked Joseph Ryan before he ever shot Charles Vallow. According to the court documents, Alex Cox tased Joseph Ryan twice and threatened to kill him. People say that he was obsessed with Joseph Ryan. He was convicted of that crime. Alex Cox served 90 days for the assault on Tylee's father. When he was in jail, he actually wrote a note to his girlfriend. She says, quote, he was really obsessed and almost fixated with this desire to get Joseph Ryan. And in those letters, he always found a way to mention Joseph Ryan. He says, I apologize for the boyfriend joke. I couldn't make it work. Something. Would you do me a favor? Call Janice and ask her to put Joe's address on a postcard and his license plate number. I think it will be popular here. No name, just address and plate number. Thanks. Okay, let's talk about me. We get to go outside for rec 1 hour a day, 4 days a week. My back was bad for 2 weeks, so I didn't go out. But last week I went out and took my shirt off, ew, barf, and I got burned. Haha, so I didn't go back out for 9 days. It's better now, and nobody cares. That to me sounds like he's trying to put a hit out on him. The Janice is Alex Cox's mother, by the way. In another letter to Tracy, P.S. can you get a picture from Lori of one of her ex-husbands and send it to me? Some of the guys would like to hang out with him. Real talk. I don't understand why this part of his history wasn't brought up or focused on or even mentioned when he killed Charles Vallow. You would think if somebody shoots somebody and kills them, the police would look into their criminal background just a little bit. I mean, you would think. I don't know. I'm not a cop, so I don't know. Tracy, Alex's girlfriend, she thinks that Alex Cox was told by Lori that Joseph Ryan was somehow harming or abusing Tylee, which I don't put something like that past Lori to get Alex Cox to do her dirty work. She probably lied about it. So a family member of Lori says that Lori told her that she had gotten Joseph Ryan's life insurance policy and that she's going to share it with Tylee. Like, you mean give it to Tylee, who it's hers? The same family member also said that Lori said, quote, Joseph was evil and God took care of him. I really hope God takes care of Lori, because I'm getting sick of her. So let's recap real quick. We've got Tammy Daybell, who they exhumed her body and they're doing an autopsy. Same thing with Alex Cox. We're waiting on those 2 autopsies. Then you've now got Joseph Ryan, who we're not able to get an autopsy on him, but his death is suspicious. And I have a feeling that whatever they did to Alex Cox and Tammy Daybell, they tried it out on Joseph Ryan first. That would mean that they had planned and murdered Joseph Ryan before they ever filmed that podcast together. And if you listen to that podcast, the first one they had together, they mentioned how God forgives, and no matter what you do, all you have to do is repent and apologize and God forgives. It kind of makes me look at it in a whole different way. It's very, very creepy. I think that they're way more twisted and evil than we could even imagine. And I tried to read a little bit of Chad Daybell's books, and you guys, honestly, I don't know if anybody could pay me enough money to read that, because it's so crazy. It's like, if it was written as a sci-fi book, it would be too much. It would be too much for a sci-fi book, let alone the fact that he's claiming that this stuff is real. I'm not sure why the autopsy for Tammy Daybell is taking so long. Now, I don't know how true this is. It's just a rumor. I don't know if it's a true rumor, but I have heard that people are saying the reason why the autopsies are taking so long is that they might actually be inconclusive. I mentioned the whole malachite poisoning theory. Regarding this whole malachite thing, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be testing for that in an autopsy, because it sounds a little crazy. I doubt they're going to even have the materials or know how to test somebody for that. I was looking more into what somebody would look like or what the symptoms would be if somebody died from malachite poisoning, and the pictures that I found from severe malachite poisoning, the corpse looks very blue, the same color that the malachite is, kind of like an aqua blue, not that purpley blue thing when it looks like somebody had suffocated. Now, I don't know what the bodies look like and how much malachite it takes to poison someone, and whether everybody who dies from malachite poisoning would have that turquoise almost color to their skin. Keep in mind, they had to exhume her body to do this, so there could be decomposition. Let me know what you guys think below about the whole Joseph Ryan thing. Do you think Lori did it? Do you think she got Alex to do it? How far back does this go? If you don't mind, if you feel like it, no pressure. Maybe you could subscribe, maybe not. Maybe you don't want to subscribe.